What's going on, guys? It's Salvaje, and in this video I just want to talk about the Fortnite Save the World endgame as of 2019. This video is of course to give you invested players an idea of what an endgame player like me does, for example, right? Anyways, as you guys know, we have Stonewood, Plankertown, Candy Valley, and Twine Peaks. Now, after you leave Candy Valley, you have officially started the quote-unquote early endgame of Fortnite Save the World. Now, one of the things that I like about the Fortnite Save the World endgame is that every single thing that you learned in the main campaign, you can actually still apply into the endgame. So when you get to the endgame, you don't have to learn anything new. You don't have to do any like new strategy, or there isn't like a new currency or like a new power level. No, there's none of that stuff. All right. Every single thing that you have been learning throughout the main storyline of Fortnite Save the World is gonna be applicable when it comes down to the end game. And that's what makes the Fortnite Save the World endgame so enjoyable, right? Like when you get to the end game, you already have mastered the main basics. You have already mastered sort of everything that you enjoy about the game, and now it's just all about goal setting. It's all about the grind that the end game offers. And when it comes down to the end game grind, unlike other games, Save the World just basically lets you take everything at your own pace. So for example, let's say that you want to reach power level 120 or 110. Guess what? You're going to be able to do that at your own pace. Do you want to be grinding Survivor XP to increase your power level every single day? You can actually do that. Or if you want, you can actually just grind Survivor XP when they're giving it by stacks. Now, one of the most sought after missions in Fortnite Save the World endgame is the 4-time missions, or the 4-player missions. Basically, this gives you 4 times the XP that you would get in a regular mission. So these are the missions that usually players want to be grinding, and the best part about it is that these missions reset every 6 hours, right? So for example, if you want to be grinding schematic XP to of course level up a specific weapon as fast as possible, and there isn't any 4-time schematic XP missions, you can just wait 6 hours and then a 4-time schematic XP mission might appear. However, one of the things that makes the early endgame such an amazing grind is that for the most part, let's say that you're power level 76 and there's a level 100 4-time schematic XP mission, you're not going to be able to play that level 104 times schematic XP mission because the Husk are going to be power level 118. So long story short, you're an early endgame player and you want to do the level 100 4-time XP missions because those are the ones that give out the most XP. You're just going to have to sort of grind your way through the power level 100 so that you can do the 4 times schematic XP at power level 100, for example. It might sound really complicated, but this is something that you learn actually early on in the game. And like I said, when it comes down to Save the World, everything that you learn in the main game as you're doing the main campaign, you can basically just transfer it to the end game. Another big thing about Fortnite Save the World and its end game is the fact that they're always adding new stuff into the game. For example, every single week we're getting like a brand new weapon, and sometimes the weapon might be pretty average, or sometimes the weapon might actually be really good, like a weapon that we recently got called the Pain Train, which is an amazing, outstanding assault rifle. And when the developers add a brand new weapon or a brand new hero into the game, they don't just give it to you for free, right? For the most part, you have to buy that weapon with gold, for example. So obviously you're just playing through the game passively, grinding it out at your own pace, you're getting gold, then you get a brand new weapon, then you get a brand new hero, then you want to level up this brand new weapon or a brand new hero. So therefore, the game always keeps you sort of grinding for schematic XP and schematic XP to level up your weapons or your traps, for example, or of course hero XP to level up a specific brand new hero that of course you have obtained. However, like I said earlier, you do this all at your own pace. Let's say that a brand new hero comes out and you don't really have the XP to level up the brand new hero. That's going to be completely okay because it's not going to be punishing your gameplay at all whatsoever. If you want to try out the brand new hero and its playstyle, you can just go into a mission and of course you can just get the hero XP necessary to level up that hero. Let's say that a brand new weapon comes out. Well, obviously you want to be having the schematic XP, so you buy the brand new weapon with the in-game currency gold. And of course you get gold by of course passively playing Fortnite Save the World and completing missions, right? So again, you get gold, you get a brand new weapon, but now there's another aspect of the end game that comes into play, and that is of course having the perfect weapon with the perfect perks. So let's say that you get a new weapon like the Pain Train Assault Rifle, and you want the Pain Train to have the perfect perks. So you get all of the perks that you want on your Pain Train, and now you actually have to grind through the end game to get legendary perk up. So you have to be on the lookout for, you know, when the game gives you missions with legendary perk up and epic perk up, so that of course your weapon just have the perfect perks and the weapon has all of the perks up to legendary, for example. Again, the Fortnite Save the World endgame is always giving you sort of goals to sort of go after, you know, goals that you want to achieve, so that of course you can be powerful and you can of course have multiple ways that you can go about defeating the enemies and the husk. That's one last final point that I want to make on my Fortnite Save the World endgame review. Everything that you've been doing on the main campaign, all of the missions that you've been doing in the main campaign, you're just going to be doing the same missions in the endgame, except that the husk or the enemy is just going to be of a higher power level. But guys, even though I'm basically doing the same missions and I'm fighting the same enemies, except that they're a higher power level and they have more health, I still find the game to be fun and entertaining, because I'm constantly setting goals in Fortnite Save the World and I'm constantly destroying them, right? I'm constantly achieving them. Right now, I'm working to have a weapon with full legendary perks. And then tomorrow, I want to be getting more heroes, for example, and I want to be leveling up more heroes to power level 106 so that I can send them out on expeditions and basically they can farm for me, right? Long story short, when it comes down to the Save the World endgame, you're always going to have something to do, and you can always do it at your own pace. And that's why the Fortnite Save the World endgame has had me hooked for these past couple of months. The fact that the developers are always adding things into the game and you can always set goals to sort of go after basically makes the Save the World endgame sort of really hard to get bored of. If you guys enjoyed this video, of course, feel free to drop a like, and of course, feel free to use my support a creator code Salvaje if you want to support me as part of the support a creator program. I would highly appreciate that. See you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.